Andy here again with some more automotive ponderings. This time we're talking pickups. No, not those cheesy one-liners spewed by lonely hearts at the local car wash, but the humble pickup truck. Pickup trucks. Visions of working farms and antique shopping in quaint rural towns comes to mind. If the year was 1975. The evolution of the pickup truck has been extraordinary over the past few decades, and what was once viewed as a basic work truck has evolved into modern luxury. As capable of cozily transporting your family on a weekend ski trip as it is hauling bales of hay in grandma's vintage rocking chair, the modern pickup truck has a sticker price to reflect its social status. The average new truck now costs around $50,000. But why the starting price increase? Stay tuned and we'll break it all down. No pun intended. You're not imagining that trucks are more expensive than they used to be. And it's not just a small increase. Truck buyers are paying 61% more than they spent a decade ago. And the dramatic rise is even more noticeable when you start looking back 30 years. A 1990 Ford F-150 Super Cab had an MSRP of $12,700. Translated to 2020 dollars, that's about 25 grand. While a Toyota Camry LE was a little over 14,000, or in today's dollars, 24,000. 30 years later, the 2020 Camry LE base price is still about $25,000, while the 2020 F-150 Super Cab starts around $33,000. Counting for inflation, the same full-size sedan costs virtually the same today as it did 3 decades ago. But a truck that used to cost just 2% more than an average family car now costs over 30% more. And it's not just the full-size body style. In 1990, Toyota pickup, yes, that was their clever name for it, in deluxe standard cab configuration hit the wallet for a little under $10,000, or about $20,000 in 2020 dollars. On the compact car side, the 90 Toyota Corolla with the optional automatic transmission would also set you back around $10,000. Compact car, compact pickup, nearly the same price. Fast forward 30 years and what do you think happened? 2020 Corolla squeaks in just under 20 grand, an 8.5% increase. The equivalent pickup, the Tacoma, starts over $26,000, an increase of 35%. What gives? So we know that pickups are more expensive. I mean, we showed you a chart and everything. But why are they more expensive? Well, let's engage in everyone's favorite pastime, assigning blame. Just know that it is partly our, aka the consumer's, fault. Pickups have been a strong seller for decades, but the recent demise of the family sedan is due in part to buyers shifting preferences to trucks. No longer just a work or utility vehicle, trucks expanded to the new role, filling the cabins with family-friendly features. I mean, who wants to head to soccer practice without the luxury of seat warmers, 18 cup holders, and movies on demand? And changing a bare-bones work truck into a family vehicle with all-inclusive bells and whistles just doesn't come cheap. Despite improvements, the average truck gets 7 fewer miles per gallon than the average car. When gas prices increase, fuel economy matters to new vehicle buyers, but in turn, as gas prices fall, buyers go back to thirstier vehicles. With several years of low fuel prices under our belts, not to mention the pandemic that's keeping usual commuter mileage down, fuel economy is low priority. This makes sense, as AAA reports that falling fuel costs make for a lower cost of ownership, even for vehicles that are considered gas guzzlers. Besides getting a family-friendly makeover, trucks are increasing work capability too. The smallest gas engine in the 2021 F-Series lineup has 290 horsepower, with optional engines blasting out 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. Turbochargers, direct injection, aluminum body panels, and smart computer tuning all increase the towing capacity, but it all costs research and development money, and that gets passed on to the customer. Have you spent any time in a high-end Dodge Ram? The interior has the refinement worthy of a Lexus badge, and it even won a luxury car award. There's everything you could ask for in a luxury vehicle. Giant touchscreen infotainment, double-stitch full-grain leather, wireless charging, Wi-Fi, and more. Add must-have safety features like guided parking and cruise and collision control, and you're upping the sticker price even further. Luxury vehicles equals more money. Less of a sexy reason for the price increase, but still important, is that lenders have realized buyers focus more on the monthly payment than the total cost. This is why car loans averaged 3 years in 1980, increased to 4.5 years by 2000, and hit an average length of 6 years in 2020. Payments on a $50,000 truck are easier to swing when they're spread out over 6, 7, or even 8 years. Who would say no to a brand new full-size truck when the payments are only $380 a month? Because buyers can afford this payment, the MSRP can keep climbing. Finally, when it all comes down to it, trucks are more expensive because people keep buying them. In 2020, the US truck buyers signed on for nearly 800,000 Ford F-150s. Unless we forget, this was during a global pandemic that shut down most of the country for the better part of a year. Manufacturers increased production to increase supplies, but they also raised prices over the years. Truck buyers haven't backed off, so prices can continue climbing. Okay, so new trucks are expensive. You may think you'd get a better deal if you shop for a used one. Well, think again. Most likely you're going to get sticker shock from the price of used trucks too. But again, why? What's so special about a used pickup that it costs almost the same as buying a new car? Well, because they're heavy-duty, body-on-frame construction, trucks are overbuilt for daily driving. This is one of the reasons trucks are durable even at higher mileage. An IC Cars study showed that the average truck is 1.6 times more likely to reach 200,000 miles compared to the average vehicle. And the 14 of the top 15 vehicles most likely to reach 200,000 miles down are trucks and SUVs. Buyers will pay more for a used truck knowing it will go the distance. Remember how Ford sold almost 800,000 F-150s during a pandemic? That's looking great for the used truck market in 10 years. But taking a look back at the last decade, the Great Recession have usual sales numbers, totaling a little over 400,000 F-150s in 2009. The other truck manufacturers took similar sales hits, essentially leaving future used truck shoppers with half the inventory they would normally have. So low supply combined with steady demand equals higher prices. Search any used car marketplace for trucks made in the late 2000s or early 2010s. Pickings will be slim and the prices may shock you. Quick, name a car that can tow more than 5,000 pounds or an SUV that can tow more than 10,000. Before you fire up Google, here's the catch. Those don't exist. If you're limited to one parking space or are financially or ecologically thrifty, it makes sense to only have one vehicle. If you need any cargo hauling or towing while comfortably carrying people, a pickup makes a lot of sense as your one vehicle. This again increases demand on a limited supply, simply because so much of the car market doesn't fit the buyer's needs. Trucks hold their value well, with the Toyota Tacoma and Tundra, Honda Ridgeline, and Nissan Frontier all in the top 10 of least depreciating vehicles. The average depreciation for all trucks is 43% after 5 years, while used cars drop 50%. Used trucks are expensive because their prices come down slower than anything else on the road. So, long story short, pickup trucks are expensive for a lot of reasons. Capability, versatility, reliability, luxury, and technology features, and limited supply in the used truck market. But now that you're armed with that info, take a breath, go forth, and keep looking around. You never know if there's a great deal lurking out there for you. Meanwhile, let us know what you think about the current pickup truck market. Is the big ticket price a deal breaker, or are they worth the cost? Drop us a line in the comments below. Like our content? Let us know by giving the video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more guides and how-tos. Until next time, keep on trucking. Unless, it's too expensive.